Hey there, and welcome to Throw Up Thursday. I'm your host, Dr. JJ Kelly, the punk rock doc.
Woo! Welcome. It's Throw Up Thursday. Come barf your problems. You'll feel better. Jesus, there's so much energy in the air. Oh, I forgot to say, I'm Dr. JJ Kelly, the punk rock doc. But damn! So much energy out there. Hi, Olivia. Hi, Sam. Hi, Joseph. Fucking people are really reacting and then coming and dumping it on the doorstep. Let's let Liv in and we'll talk. So if you haven't been here before, you can ask us questions in the comments.
Hi. Hi. How are you doing?
Jesus. Oh, this has been a really intense day and an intense week too.
Do you have anything that you would like to throw up on this Thursday?
Hi, Corey. I'm seconds from being off the last call, and it's just been nonstop, so I haven't really processed yet. But take it easy out there. Slow it down if you can. There is an energy that seems to be somewhat universal. There's a drive, there's a motor on shit that I think is making people maybe make messes, behave in ways that is causing little, I hate to use fire metaphors with where we live right now, but brush fires, woo, man, there's some acting out, and I don't think people are meaning to do it. I think there's in fall, things are literally kind of dying before a rebirth, and I think there's a sadness that people are reacting to with an irritation and an anger. I just think it's kind of taken them by surprise, and they don't even know what it is, and I don't think because they don't know what it is, they don't know how to manage it. But it feels some kind of crummy inside, and I think they're thinking pissed is where they ought to be, but I think it's sad.
Yeah.
What are you nodding about? You seem like you get what I'm saying.
Well, it's interesting because what you're talking about seems to me like kind of more spring of just the motor and the energy and the I'm gonna make it up. But
this is heavier. This is heavier.
Yeah, I would say that why is my phone just got so dark. I would say I feel in the fall I'm always very nostalgic. It just kind of makes me want to watch movies that I've watched a million times before and listen to albums and cuddle and kind of reflect and think about the past.
The past seems to be a theme that it's sticking on people. They're not able to release pain of the past that's coming up right now. Like I said, I haven't even processed this, so I'm seriously just talking from such a raw place with it. Because I, having been with people and their energy, I have to go shed other people's energy before I can even take a look at what I might be bringing. It's sticking on me.
Yeah, definitely.
So I gotta, I can feel a tightness. It's intense right now. Yeah, you look cute. You look cute. Your hair looks cute.
Thank you. Is that work?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm feeling okay. So I have a question, or
shoot. Yeah.
So I've been, whenever I have been leaving work, I've been closing with somebody and not with my boss, with just me. When I leave, and I'm having this feeling when I'm leaving my house too, I have this moment of being oh God, I've left the door unlocked. I made a huge mistake and it's gonna be horrible. And I'm go through my mind like, no, I didn't. It's
Yeah.
okay. But it's this like physical reaction of like stomach clench.
How intense?
I have no idea.
I'm telling you, things are just kind of intense right now.
Yeah, so it could be that.
I do think, though, I actually think there's a little bit of a gendered thing here. Please do not send me hate DMs for saying that, okay? It's not based on anything except that I often hear female fucking bodied people talk about this thing of like, you know, the car locks and then walking away and then being like, did I lock the car?
Yeah.
And that could be the car, it can be the house, it can be the store or whatever, the cafe, whatever. But walking back, and I've done that too, but I cannot, and I tried, I cannot think of a time that someone that identifies as male has told me that.
Yeah. Yes, actually, because I think I've like with Thomas, I've been like, did you lock the car?
Now I'm gonna get my neuroses on you, dude.
Yeah. And he's like, I think so. It does not occur to him.
Right. You know what's funny though is I just did it when I was in San Francisco last week, and I was like, fuck. And I had to walk up a hill, you know?
Yeah.
A steep hill. So I was like, fuck, I do not want to go back and check the goddamn car to see if it's locked. Fuck, I have to. I went back and it was unlocked. That is the worst. That's like the slot machine thing, intermittent reinforcement. Now I'm going to be
every time.
forever.
Yeah, yes.
That's going to need time to die out now, man.
Yeah.
But good thing I went back.
Yes, yeah. So there's like a woman's intuition kind of thing there, but
I don't like, you know, I think there is something where male folks have this way of focusing on things, and people who identify as female like multitask. You know, these are generalizations, but you know, they're talked about, and I don't think I don't have any judgment about those things. It just seems to be the way that they go, and maybe there's something about that, you know, like we're thinking about so many things at the same time.
Yeah.
That's just how anxiety manifests, or where our worry thoughts manifest.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't actually know. I'm just talking. But just, you know, from what I hear people report to me, it's just kind of a funny phenomenon.
Yeah, definitely.
But that's much.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. And more than normal for you, too.
Yes,
right?
definitely. Like I have periods of time where I go like, but it's usually if I'm like house sitting, if it's like, so I think maybe it's because it's like not, I'm like,
it's not
have
just
more
you.
responsibility.
Yeah.
And so instead of like just being like, ooh, I'm responsible, I am then robbing myself of like the trust that my boss is putting in me.
Yeah.
And then being like, you're gonna like, I'm gonna fuck it up, and I'm letting my gremlin take. Okay, I figured it out.
Yeah, you totally did. You totally did. As you're talking, whoever thought, you know, talk therapy would do.
Okay,
that.
detective.
Yeah.
Sherlock Holmes.
As I say,
you're
you're totally figuring it out. Go.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I'm robbing myself of my own power.
Yeah.
That's what's happening.
Nice
So,
catch, dude. Dude, this is what happens when you become an emotional intelligence skills expert. DrJJKelly.com for a free consultation. Because, dude, that is fucking pro level shit. Work.
thanks.
Work. That was so fun to watch, too, as the light bulb went on in real time.
Like, oh.
Wait, I think I figured it out.
Yeah. Oh, okay, cool. Well, that's good to know. Love that.
Yeah, nice.
Love
So,
that.
I don't need to be here. Olivia's in charge.
Yeah. Oh.
You like the bathroom?
Is the stove on?
Yeah, right.
That's funny.
Stove too.
That's so funny. Because it's like these like really small, sneaky ways that you are able to like rob yourself of like trusting and like appreciating that someone is trusting you.
Yes.
And like being a grown up and having power. And I wouldn't have even figured that out if I hadn't said it out loud. I would have just gone on being like, ooh, why am I so anxious? I don't know.
Right. And there's a release in that.
Yeah.
And I think that it's funny because it's coming kind of back around to how we started, because I think that, you know, leaves turning colors and falling and like thinking about the past as it comes up, I think release is the key.
Mm-hmm.
I think that whatever we're all going through, individual differences and a weirdly universal energy that seems to be happening, we all need to find whatever way to let go, to release that heaviness of the past, or our repeated worry thoughts, or our, you know, like
the clench.
Yes.
Yeah.
How do you do that for you?
I was gonna ask you, but
I think
but for me, I like to do like a night, like a plan out, carve out time for myself to be like, I'm gonna take a really hot shower or a hot bath and like cook something, like do warm things. Because I think like warmth helps me kind of like relax my shoulders.
Oh, good call.
And do concentrated time. Like I like doing those like little witchy rituals of like writing things that I want to let go of on paper and then burning them in a pot with water to be safe, because we promote safety here.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. And like saging, like that kind of like intentional cleansing activities, I find really, because you're right. Like now that I'm thinking about it, and my own personal, like not necessarily to me, but people that I'm seeing, there's like a lot of grief right now. Like a lot of people have passed recently. And I mean, it's just like 2 years worth at this point of living. And like, you know, there's been so many people that have been lost in this time that it kind of just stacks. And if you're not processing it at the time, it doesn't really go away. It just kind of comes out wonky.
It might be being felt collectively too.
Yeah. Yeah.
You might be sharing with each other energetically. I don't know. know. But something. I'm super down. Like I do the baths. I do like a more salt than normal. Like Dead Sea salt or something that goes in the bath. You know what? This is embarrassing. I dug out that little baby trampoline thing. What's the Megan? Hi. Rebounder.
Okay.
Bounce. I will bounce upstairs. Dude, I bet the neighbors can see me on my roof deck too. Like the hair. And I'll be like, there's something about the bouncing that is like, that feels like it's lightening me up. I'm lightening up.
Yeah, I can see that. Because it's like you're not taking yourself too seriously to bounce on a trampoline.
Yeah, can't.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. Like, of all the, like, I've been an athlete my entire life, and now I'm, like, bouncing on a baby trampoline. What in the fuck? Yeah, but I don't know. It's doing the job, and it's a little bit different than what I'm used to. I think different. Like altering the carved out habit of your lifestyle. Just walk a different way to get your coffee or something. Just make deliberate choices to do things a little bit differently, just to fucking mess with the heavy routine of it all.
Definitely. And like being kind to people and like seeing that cycle forward. Like at work, I've now created a relationship with my regulars where it's like it's fun. I get to be like positive and like make little jokes and like be like this like fun part of someone's day.
Yeah.
When they get a coffee, they're treating themselves and then they have like, you know, a rapport. And now I'm getting these like gifts from customers. Like today, one of our regulars was like, I bought too many cupcakes, have them. And then got cupcakes. I've had like, we got like staff meal from the restaurant next door, like just like gifts from people that like I was being kind, partly because it's my job, but also because that's just like what I like to do in my life.
Yeah.
And then it comes back around at some point, maybe like the next day, a week later, but just like grief is shared. Joy is also shared.
Yeah, totally. I love that. Cute. That's so sweet. And I do think that that's true. That is how it works. And thank goodness it does, you know? Like that kind of flow of love and joy. I mean, and it costs you nothing. If anything, it gives you something if you do it not with the receiving thing. But what I like about what you said is the receiving part. Like you're not doing some sort of neurotic narcissist. Oh no. Like I work here. I can't take your cupcake. Fucking take the cup. You know?
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Like everybody like receive the generosity from others. If someone's like validating like, oh, I'm sorry you're sad. Don't clench up and defensively be like, no, it's fine.
Yeah.
Like be with the truth of that. Receive that validation and just like be vulnerable. Be open.
Yeah.
The clench and the close is happening. I think that's part of what I'm seeing with people is like the shields up and fucking lockdown and then it's creating this tension and tightness in people and then they're mad. Yeah. Hi, Allie. So I think that doing anything that can open your heart a little bit. I mean, you just tap your chest even. You know what? This is weird. Another embarrassing peek into my fucking living alone for too many years. I'll tap my chest and then like shake my hand off.
Ooh.
Yeah. I don't know where the hell I got that. But there's something about it that is comforting.
Yeah. I love that.
I
love doing this. It really...
There.
I will start crying.
I know.
And this one, or like I used to do this at school all the time, and I was like really stressed out. I would just be like, give myself a hug in the bathroom stall, like.
Why not, dude?
I know.
Tap my chest and moan. Thank you for being vulnerable.
Yes.
If I did the moaning part, I would not even say it on the live. So thank you for being more vulnerable than I would be. That's so great. You know, do a tenderness with self thing. I just think even if you're not feeling what we're talking about, maybe it's coming. You know, maybe it's just not here yet, or maybe you didn't notice, or you know, maybe it's not this time. Maybe it's a year from now. I don't know. But these kinds of ways to be tender with oneself, I think, are not valued enough in our society. Yeah. And I don't know if they're seen as feminine or, I don't know, too soft or something. Fuck it. Who cares? My gosh, there's so many things to be tense and hard about. Let's be like soft with ourselves as much as we can and do it on purpose. Don't try to remember, you know? Yeah. What are you gonna say?
Oh, just like intentional.
Yes.
Intentional softness. I fucking love tenderness. I love to feel tender. Like I really like it's painful, but like to be raw and to have like these big feelings, I'm like, oh my God, it's so beautiful that like we're feeling these things and that these emotions are out there. Like this is cool. It's my favorite thing about myself is that I do feel deeply. Yeah. Because it's just like, dude, this is the shit. Like,
yes, it is. And you didn't always feel like that.
No,
that's such a beautiful evolution of you and proof that it can be done.
Yes.
So often we're told that we feel too much or we're too some fucking thing. And then we get it in our head as young people that we're supposed to do less of all that shit or there's something wrong with us, or we're a pain in the ass or a burden or something.
A lot.
Yeah. Dramatic, sensitive, like puke to all of that. And to get to this place you're talking about where you're like, I love me. I feel everything so much. That's the fucking stuff of life right there.
Yeah.
That's what everyone actually secretly wants.
Yes.
So let's not be secretive about it anymore. Let's just do the thing. You know what? I have somebody coming in like 9 minutes to visit because, I can't seem to slow down today. But before she gets here, I'm going to play Tenderness by General Public, and I'm going to dance around in my kitchen. You want to do it too while we're separate, but be together in different places?
Yes.
Cool. Let's do it. It's a good song anyway. Do you know that song, by the way?
No.
Do you
might know it.
Public?
I don't know by name, but I might know by sound.
You will. I think you will, actually. Mirror in the Bathroom. You know that song? You must know that song. Oh, God. It's an age. Okay. Anyway, you'll like it. I think. No pressure, though.
All right.
So, thank you for joining us. Be tender with yourself. We love you. Come back anytime. We're around on Thursdays. Ask a question if you want.
That's a song I know, Allie.
Fucking whatever. What?
Otis Redding.
Oh, yeah.
I know that one
too. That's a great one. You know that one? That one's older than the one I'm talking about.
I'm just so cool.
That is a classic song. The Otis Redding Tenderness too. Yes. Or whatever your favorite one is. Dance around in your kitchen. Nobody's looking. Okay. Bye. Bye.
Get in touch with me, Dr. JJ Kelly, the punk rock doc, at drjjkelly.com.